This morning, the Princess of Wales back in the spotlight, joining the Irish Guards for their St. Patrick's Day parade.
Parade!
Kate is the colonel of the Irish Guards and today is a mainstay in her public calendar, only missing it back in 2020.
Decision of what to do about her own person, that whether she should say, whether she should speak it.
But not everyone notices how she quietly steals the spotlight at major events. On St. Patrick's Day, something unforgettable went down. Dressed in bold green and standing beside the Irish Guards, she didn't just show up, she owned the moment. The smiles, the tradition, the pride in the air. It was all there, but somehow her presence rose above everything else. So how did she turn a formal parade into something people can't stop talking about? And why does this moment feel even bigger right now? Princess Kate's appearance at the St. Patrick's Day parade wasn't just another royal outing. It hit differently this time. Catherine, Princess of Wales, better known as Kate, once again grabbed attention as she stepped out for the annual St. Patrick's Day parade on Tuesday. But this wasn't just about showing face. This marked the continuation of a powerful tradition she had only just returned to after facing one of the toughest chapters of her life, her battle with cancer. The event took place at Mons Barracks, where Kate joined the Irish Guards, a regiment she shares a deep and personal bond with. Since 2023, she has held the respected role of honorary colonel, a title that carries serious meaning, both symbolically and ceremonially. Her presence wasn't just about royal duty, it showed strength, resilience, and commitment all at once. Wearing a striking emerald green coat with a perfectly matched hat, Kate fully stepped into the spirit of the day. And there's more. This wasn't a brand new outfit. She had worn the same look before during Christmas celebrations in 2024, adding a quiet sense of consistency and intention. With a sleek black belt, elegant gloves, and black-heeled boots, her entire look came together clean, sharp, and timeless. Pinned to her lapel was a small bunch of shamrocks, an iconic Irish symbol tied closely to both the celebration and the regiment she represents. Every detail felt thought out, every piece carrying meaning. Throughout the event, Kate moved easily among the soldiers, showing real warmth and genuine interest. She didn't rush through it. She took her time, speaking with members of the regiment and showing appreciation for their service. That connection? It felt real, not forced. One of the standout moments came when she met the Irish Wolfhound mascot, Turo Moore, known by his kennel name Seamus. The massive but gentle dog is a beloved part of the regiment's identity, and Kate clearly enjoyed the moment, smiling as she gave him a few friendly scratches on the head. It added a soft, human touch to an otherwise formal setting. Then came one of the most meaningful traditions, Kate handing out sprigs of shamrock to the soldiers, one by one. It may look simple, but it carries deep meaning. Luck, unity, and Irish pride all wrapped into one small gesture. And yes, Seamus got his share of attention too, making the moment even more memorable. Her return to the parade in 2025 followed a noticeable absence the year before. Back in March 2024, Kate had stepped away from public duties after revealing she had been diagnosed with cancer. The announcement shocked many. She kept the details private, choosing not to share the exact type or stage, but she did confirm she was undergoing preventative chemotherapy as advised by her medical team. Her absence from the 2024 parade was strongly felt, especially given her role with the Irish Guards. But when she returned in 2025, it wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement, a clear sign of recovery, strength, and determination. In January that year, Kate shared that she was in remission, a major turning point in her journey. Since then, she has slowly stepped back into public life, taking on royal duties again with quiet focus and steady confidence. During her return to the parade, she spoke about how proud she was to serve as honorary colonel of the Irish Guards, a regiment originally formed in 1900 by Queen Victoria. Her words carried weight, respect for history, but also a renewed sense of purpose after everything she had faced. Since coming back, Kate has kept a packed schedule, attending events and engagements that continue to draw attention. People aren't just watching her, they're rooting for her. Each appearance now carries deeper meaning, not just as part of her role, but as proof of her recovery and commitment. But then, just weeks ago, she made another appearance in London alongside Prince William, and it got people talking again. So what made the 2026 parade feel so different? Was it the energy, the people there, or something else entirely? Let's get into it, because this next part had everyone emotional. Princess Kate made waves with a powerful message on St. Patrick's Day this year, even without stepping up to give a speech in person. Instead, she shared a heartfelt written message that hit people hard. She spoke openly about how sad she was to miss Ireland's national celebration for the first time in years due to her recovery from abdominal surgery. The message felt real, emotional, and deeply personal. Even though it was written ahead of time, it still connected with people in a big way. Many were moved by her honesty. But there was something more in her words that made it even stronger. At the time, Kate had to step back from attending the parade while recovering from surgery she underwent in January. Even though she holds the role of honorary colonel, she wasn't present at Mons Barracks in Aldershot, Hampshire. Aside from missing the 2016 celebration, Kate had attended every parade since 2012, so her absence stood out. But then something unexpected happened. Kate surprised everyone. She was later seen celebrating St. Patrick's Day with the Irish Guards, marking her first time spending the holiday with them in 2 years. And that moment? It meant even more because it came after she had announced she was in remission from cancer. That word, remission, hit hard in the best way. It meant her treatment worked. It meant recovery. It meant hope. So when Kate raised a glass with the Irish Guards, it wasn't just a small gesture, it was a powerful moment. A sign that she was not only back, but moving forward strong. And honestly, people couldn't help but feel happy seeing her like that, smiling and standing tall after everything she had been through. Princess Kate's return? It wasn't just successful, it was a major moment. She holds the role of honorary colonel of the Irish Guards, a position she stepped into back in 2022, and this year she flipped the script in a way people didn't expect. For the first time ever in this role, she showed up to the St. Patrick's Day event alone, and that instantly got people talking. In the past, it was always Princess Kate and Prince William attending side by side. After all, William held the colonel position from 2011 to 2022. But this time, Kate stepped out solo, and it felt like a bold new chapter unfolding right in front of everyone. And she didn't just attend, she owned the moment. Princess Kate appeared in bright spirits during the parade, marking her first military engagement of the year, and all eyes were locked on her from the second she arrived. Let's talk about the outfit, because it absolutely stole the show. She wore a stunning green look that perfectly matched the energy of the day. But the real detail that had people looking twice? That shamrock-shaped brooch. A powerful symbol of Ireland and part of the royal collection, it carried history, meaning, and quiet status all at once. During the ceremony, she continued one of the most meaningful traditions, handing out sprigs of shamrock to officers and guardsmen, who then passed them along to the rest of the soldiers. It may seem small, but it's packed with symbolism and respect. And of course, she received her own sprig too, wearing it proudly. The whole look came together so smoothly it almost felt unreal, like every movement was calculated without even trying. But then came a detail that truly turned heads. Resting around her neck was a breathtaking diamond necklace, once owned by Queen Elizabeth II herself. This wasn't just jewelry, it was history, legacy, and quiet power all wrapped into one piece. By wearing it, Catherine wasn't just completing her look. She was sending a message. She honored the memory of a queen who shaped an entire era. She showed that the monarchy isn't stuck in the past. It's moving forward, evolving, and being carried with purpose into the future. The reaction? Instant and massive. Cameras flashed non-stop as images of Catherine spread across social media, news outlets, and fashion pages worldwide. People couldn't get enough. She was called effortlessly regal, timeless, and the definition of modern royalty. In that single appearance, Catherine became more than just a princess. She became a global symbol of grace, control, and quiet influence. No loud statements, no dramatic speeches, just presence that spoke louder than words ever could. The evening carried on with formal speeches and diplomatic moments, celebrating unity between nations. But let's be real, for many watching around the world, the highlight had already happened. It was that exact moment Catherine stepped forward, not just as Princess of Wales, but as a living link between past and future. That necklace didn't just shine. It reminded people of Queen Elizabeth II's lasting impact, her legacy still echoing through every royal moment today. So what exactly made Queen Elizabeth II's legacy so powerful that even now it shapes moments like this? That question pulls us deeper into the story. Because this wasn't just about one parade or one appearance, it was part of something much bigger. That same energy carried into a royal evening that grabbed global attention. London glowed under the night sky. its historic streets lit with a warm golden shine that hinted something major was about to happen. Inside Buckingham Palace, preparations were in full swing for a state dinner that blended diplomacy with deep-rooted tradition. The event honored Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan and Princess Rajwa, marking the strong and long-standing relationship between the United Kingdom and Jordan, a bond built over years of respect and cooperation. Inside, everything looked flawless. Crystal chandeliers sparkled like stars overhead, casting soft light across gold-lined ceilings and polished marble floors. Tables were perfectly arranged with shining silverware and rich fabrics, while historic tapestries watched over the room like silent witnesses to centuries of royal history. Floral arrangements, carefully chosen to represent both nations, added a soft and elegant touch to the air. Every detail felt intentional. Every corner held meaning. But even with all that beauty and all those important guests, there was this quiet feeling that something unforgettable was about to happen. Guests chatted politely, completely unaware that the night was about to shift into something bigger than expected. They came expecting elegance and diplomacy, but what they got was a defining royal moment centered on one person. Then suddenly, everything changed. The room fell quiet, cameras lifted, and Princess Catherine entered the Grand Hall. She didn't need an introduction. Her presence said everything. Her silver gown flowed effortlessly under the golden lights, almost glowing as she moved. Paired with her brooch, the look was simple yet powerful, refined but impossible to ignore. The entire room felt it. It was a moment of celebration, unity, and shared joy, but also something deeper that people couldn't quite explain. Meanwhile, back at the St. Patrick's Day celebrations, there was even more meaning behind the event this year. The Irish Guards were marking 125 years since their formation back in 1900 by Queen Victoria. That milestone added serious weight to the entire parade. The history runs deep. During the Boer War, Irish soldiers showed incredible bravery. To honor that, Queen Victoria, guided by Lord Wolseley, introduced the tradition of wearing shamrocks on St. Patrick's Day. And that tradition? It's still alive today. Every year, those shamrocks represent courage, history, and pride that hasn't faded one bit. Princess Kate fully embraced that tradition. She even made a special moment for the regiment's beloved mascot, the Irish wolfhound Turo Moore, known as Seamus. She gave him his own shamrock and followed it up with a warm, friendly pat that instantly melted hearts. That small gesture added a personal touch people love to see. Seamus's handler, drummer Joseph Aldridge, shared how meaningful it was to have Princess Kate there. He made it clear, the regiment truly values her presence, especially after she had to miss the previous year. And it shows. Kate has consistently made time for these events, even before holding the colonel role. That kind of commitment doesn't go unnoticed. After the parade wrapped up, she stood tall during the royal salute, watching the soldiers march past in perfect formation. It was a powerful display, but what happened next caught even more attention. She took time to meet veterans of the Irish Guards, people who had served with real courage, and also connected with junior cadets from Northern Ireland. These young cadets clearly looked up to her, and she didn't brush past them. She stopped, spoke, and made the moment count. At one point, she told a young cadet something that stuck with people. She said, "You get to try so many different things there." Then she added, "Within the military, there are so many career paths you can take. It's so exciting." Her words felt genuine, full of energy and encouragement. It showed a different side of her, not just royal duty, but real interest in inspiring the next generation. Beyond this event, Princess Kate has continued to follow royal traditions closely, much like Prince William. But at the same time, she's clearly shaping her own path, and people are noticing. But not everything has been smooth behind the scenes. There have been moments that caught her off guard, especially when it comes to media attention. At one public gathering, something unusual happened. While she was speaking, a man in the audience kept staring at her in a way that felt off. And her reaction? It was subtle, but noticeable enough that people couldn't stop talking about it. But here's what really got people talking. No one would have noticed anything if her reaction hadn't given it away. The expression on her face instantly sparked curiosity, and suddenly, all eyes were on that mystery man. It wasn't loud or dramatic, but it was just enough to make people start asking questions, and once that started, there was no stopping it. And let's be real, this isn't the first time a small moment like that has pulled Kate straight into public attention. Situations like these tend to grow fast, turning into full conversations online before anyone can control the narrative. Recently, Kate Middleton and Prince William stepped out in Windsor, and what should have been a quiet, everyday outing quickly turned into a wave of online drama. It all began when a local resident, Nelson Silva, recorded a clip of the royal couple casually visiting the Windsor farm shop near their home. He later spoke out, insisting he saw them in person and pushing back hard against people who doubted the video, even calling those spreading conspiracy theories delusional. The footage spread quickly, showing Kate dressed casually in black leggings and a sweatshirt, walking alongside William, who kept things simple in jeans, a dark jacket, and a baseball cap. It looked like a normal, relaxed moment, but not everyone saw it that way. Some people claimed the woman in the video wasn't Kate at all, suggesting it was a lookalike named Heidi. Others focused on tiny background details, pointing to what looked like Christmas decorations and arguing the video must have been filmed earlier. These small observations quickly turned into a much bigger debate, pulling the moment into unnecessary controversy. At the same time, public interest in Kate continues to grow for other reasons too. When she appears with Prince William, their connection is hard to miss. She isn't just standing beside him, she actively supports him, understands him, and helps keep things balanced even under pressure. There have even been moments where she jokes about treating him like one of their children, which might sound playful, but actually shows how well she knows how to ease tension and keep things grounded. That kind of understanding doesn't happen by accident. When William travels for official duties, like his visit to Estonia to meet troops, Kate makes sure he still feels supported. She sends thoughtful messages and care packages, small gestures that carry real meaning and remind him he's not facing everything alone. Their bond also shows in the causes they care about. Both Kate and William are deeply involved in mental health advocacy, working together on the Heads Together campaign to encourage people to speak openly about their struggles. Kate plays a key role here, helping bring attention to the message in a way that feels genuine and relatable. She also supports environmental efforts through William's Earthshot Prize, actively promoting solutions to global challenges. Together, they use their platform to push for positive change, showing that their influence goes beyond appearances. At home, their priorities remain clear. Despite their demanding roles, they focus on raising their 3 children and maintaining a sense of normal family life. It's not always easy, but they've built a strong system based on teamwork and mutual support. Their relationship, however, hasn't been without challenges. It has been tested over time, especially during difficult periods like Kate's recent health journey. Still, one thing has remained constant: how they show up for each other when it matters most. Their story goes all the way back to 2001, when they met at the University of St. Andrews. What started as a friendship slowly turned into a relationship by 2003, and even then, they were already drawing attention. After graduation, the spotlight only intensified. By 2007, the pressure became overwhelming, leading to a brief separation. The constant public scrutiny made things difficult, but it didn't end their story. Later that same year, they reunited, stronger and more certain about their relationship. That turning point shaped what came next. In November 2010, Prince William proposed, and the news quickly spread across the world. Their wedding on April 29, 2011, at Westminster Abbey became a global event watched by millions, marking the start of their journey as a royal couple. At first, there were doubts from some within royal circles due to Kate's non-aristocratic background. However, over time she earned respect through her dedication, composure, and clear sense of duty. Queen Elizabeth II reportedly supported her, and King Charles welcomed her warmly into the family. Kate gradually adapted to royal life, taking on more responsibilities and proving herself step by step. Since their marriage, she and William have built a stable partnership, both in their personal lives and public roles. But even recently, challenges haven't stayed away. Just days earlier, Kate faced criticism over a Mother's Day photo she shared online. What seemed like a simple family picture quickly became the center of debate when people began pointing out what they believed were signs of editing. The reaction grew fast, with discussions spreading across platforms. In response, a statement shared on her and William's official account explained that she enjoys editing photos as an amateur photographer and apologized for any confusion caused. Despite that, some media outlets chose to stop sharing the image, keeping the controversy alive longer than expected. Then came another concern. Reports surfaced about a possible security issue at the London clinic where Kate had undergone surgery. It was claimed that staff may have attempted to access her private medical records, raising serious questions about privacy and protection. What began as a simple outing had now turned into a chain of controversies. from conspiracy theories to media criticism and personal security concerns. Every detail of her life seemed to be under intense observation. And yet, through all of this, Kate remained composed. She handled each situation with calm and control, never letting the pressure visibly shake her. Still, that earlier moment, the reaction to the mystery man, continued to linger in people's minds. It raised questions that didn't have clear answers, keeping curiosity alive. Then the focus shifted to a completely different setting, a royal evening that captured global attention in a quieter but more powerful way. Inside Buckingham Palace, during a state dinner honoring the relationship between the United Kingdom and Jordan, something subtle yet striking unfolded. While the official focus was on diplomacy and tradition, another kind of influence was taking shape. Princess Catherine didn't demand attention, yet the room seemed to naturally center around her. Her presence was calm, controlled, and deeply intentional, creating an atmosphere that people could feel without needing explanation. She moved with steady confidence, greeting guests with genuine warmth. Her interactions felt personal, not rushed or formal, allowing each moment to carry real meaning. Observers later described this as soft power, a form of influence that doesn't rely on authority or loud gestures, but instead on presence, composure, and quiet confidence. Over time, Catherine has developed this ability, growing into a role with a clear understanding of its weight and responsibility. Everything about her presentation felt deliberate, from her posture to her choice of attire. Her style, often described as timeless and refined, avoids excess while still making a strong impression. It doesn't demand attention, it naturally draws it. Cultural observers noted that her strength lies in this balance. In a world that often values loudness, she represents something calmer and more controlled, yet equally powerful. Her presence shows that influence doesn't always come from speaking the most or standing out the most. Sometimes, it comes from being steady, thoughtful, and quietly confident in every moment.